In this video, I'm going to walk you through how exactly I went from being a completely clueless and aimless college student who only cared about drinking and other hedonistic pieces of bullshit towards being an entrepreneur who earned over 90 grand in online sales, is able to travel the world, visit his family who live all the way in Thailand. I live in London, and has given me the ability to take ownership back to my life. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same using this one system that I call the proof of results system. This is what is going to be able to help you get to your goals because it is the lifeblood of any business. Let me explain in a second. So, first of all, this applies to anything. It applies to providing a service, being a coach, or just even building a product. Because if you have proof of results, you're going to be able to create a successful business. And now, I'm not talking about those people out there you see on social media who crush it for 6 to 8 months, but then disappear and we never see them again, either because they scam people or because they just hopped on a trend and couldn't follow through once that trend was over. To me, that is not a successful business. That is just a pump and dump. To me, a successful business is one that generates consistent and predictable revenue and has long-term steady growth. This is what we're focusing on building today. We're focused on building a forever business. Ideally, you want to be running this for the rest of your life. And all of this starts with proof of results, because when you give proof that you can generate results, this gives a guarantee to your future clients that you know what you're talking about. It also positions you as the authority in your niche. And lastly, it's an amazing risk reversal tool because when you have results that you can show, it reduces the risk for a future client to come in, pay you, and work with you because they know that you've walked the walk and you've talked the talk. And all of these three things translate into the lifeblood of any business, which is sales, right? At the end of the day, a business is just money coming in, money being spent so that you can get more money coming in. And it all starts with proof of results. This is why I'm going to hammer in on this concept. So this is a 4-step process, and in this video specifically, I want you to leave with knowing exactly how to generate proof of results, which you're going to use to basically propel your business forward. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create an offer. And you want that offer to be a no-brainer. So Alex Hormozi says something where when you give an offer to somebody, you want it to make it feel like it would be ridiculous saying no to it. And what is an offer specifically? An offer is a tool or solution that helps your client get from their current state all the way to their desired state. So it's like a bridge, basically. And from my experience, there are 4 main niches where you can create high ticket offers. And then the high ticket offer is one where you can charge more than $1,000. So it's more money, pain relief, better relationships, and more beauty. So for example, for more money, if I give you $1,000 and you give me back $2,000, that's a no-brainer. For pain relief, if I can fix your back so that you can go ahead and go on walks with your loved ones, you can start working out again, and you can start just living your life outside, I would pay a lot of money for that. Better relationships, if someone could help you find your soulmate, how much would you pay for that? How much would that be worth? Which means kids, family, happy life, worth a lot, right? And more beauty, just look at the plastic surgery industry. It's absolutely massive. And to create your offer, I'm going to give you a very simple framework, all right? The offer is going to be your foundation that you're going to put your skyscrapers on, that you're going to lay your pyramids of Giza on. And the way that it works well is if you target a very specific customer, give them the exact desired outcome that they want, and give them a unique mechanism that they can trust in and in a time frame that they can work with. So I want you to go ahead and I help write in your target avatar, achieve desired outcome using a unique mechanism in a time frame. So the target avatar is who you're targeting. The desired outcome is the outcome of your offer is promising, and the unique mechanism is how exactly you package your solution. And the time frame is to help them visualize when they're going to attain their end result. For example, for me, my offer is I help aspiring founders achieve 15K per month in their online consulting business using what I call a signal-based growth operating system in less than 6 months. It's a mouthful, but it's specific. And you want to aim for having the same specificity in your offer. Cool. So now you've got your offer. Now you know what you're selling. You know what your solution is to help your clients. You now want to be very, very, very specific with your ideal client persona. This, if I could stress one thing, is the single most important thing that you'll be doing when you start your business, is to find the perfect avatar to speak to and to sell to. So the best ICP for you, if you don't know how to create one, is to create an old version of you who's going through the same problems that you know how best to solve right now. Okay, so remember, think about a version of you, let's say 3 to 4 years ago, who was going through different mental issues, who was going through financial issues, who was unclear on so many topics that you are clear on right now. And since you know that person so intimately, you know exactly what they were feeling, exactly what they were going through, you would be the best place to help them. And I'm going to tell you right now, there are thousands, if not millions of people in the world right now who would identify with that younger version of yourself. So by helping that younger version of yourself, you're also helping a lot of other people. And that's how you're going to attract people into your ecosystem. So what you want to know is you want to write down off the top of your head their primary concerns, their dreams and aspirations, what keeps them up at night, their limiting beliefs, where they hang out online and in person, and their top 10 specific problems. Write down 10 points for each of these, put them on a Google Doc, and you're going to fall back on that to shoot your content and also to create the solutions of your offer. So cool. Now that we've got your ideal client persona, we're going to go ahead and focus on outreach and attraction. All right. I want to focus on a few things right now. So everybody gets daunted by this part of running a business. Yes, you need clients. How do you get clients? You do it by reaching out. You do it by developing your business. This means that you have to send a lot of messages, and people don't really like that. But what people don't realize is that in their network and their expanded network of mutual friends, they have at least $10,000 worth of revenue in there, because your network is made up of people who trust you, which means that you've been able to overcome all the doubts, friction, and also hesitancy that you would normally find in people who don't know you through those years of growing out your network. And these people know who you are, they trust you, they like your character, and they trust your attitude. So when you pitch them a given solution, the ask is going to be a lot lower, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a saying that I like to say is that people hate being sold to, but they love going shopping with friends. And the way you shop with friends is by reaching out to your network. So tactically, what you're going to do is you're going to aim for 50 reach outs. So every single day, you want to reach out to 50 people and you want to pitch an interview to learn more about them. And then you want to transform those interviews into paid beta clients. Let me show you how this works. Okay. So the reason why you want to ask for interviews is because you want to enrich your ICP profile over here. So the people in your network you're reaching out to should be part of your ICP, and you're going to hop on interviews. We're going to ask them exactly what they're going through, what their goals are, what the problems they have going towards those goals, what they do on a day-to-day, and what they look out for in a mentor. And you're going to have Fathom on your call. And whenever you record a call, you're going to put it into ChatGPT, extract all of the ICP data, and then you're going to put it back into your ICP doc, which is going to form the base of everything. Afterwards, those interviews are also going to help find out exactly what they want and need. And also, it's a very easy frame to follow. You're not pitching people here. You're just asking them a few questions. And the way you're going to turn them into beta clients and get proof of results is by transforming those interviews into either paid or beta clients. And beta clients are clients where you work for free to get them results in return for a testimonial. You only do that only if you know that you can help them. Because while they're speaking about all the things that they're going through, you know that you have that exact solution to help them. So when you're sure that they're the right person and that you know that you can help them, it would be a disservice for them for you not to offer it to help, because you're going to be offering their exact dream outcome. So right now, you've been reaching out to your network, you've got your ICP, you're enriching your ICP with the interviews that you're doing. You've also got the offer that is a no-brainer that you're pitching it to them. And you're transforming a few of these people into either paid or beta clients. All right. The next thing that you're going to do parallel to this is you're going to start creating content. So this is the most important thing in online business. If you don't shoot content, you're not going to get results, unfortunately. We live in an attention economy. We also live in a trust economy. And the way you build trust with people online, with future leads, is by putting yourself out there, your thoughts, your value, your opinions, so that you can generate an ecosystem of people who you attract towards in the future working with you. And the way you do this is you want to pick a platform. You want to take every ICP problem and frustration. So literally list these out. Say, for example, they don't have time after work to work on a business. Say that they have a crippling imposter syndrome from the way that they grew up. I'm listing things off the top of my head because that's what my ICP goes through. And for every problem they have, you want to shoot a piece of content. And that is going to attract more of your ICP towards your ecosystem. And I want you to reach out to every like, comment, and repost with this message over here. You're going to say, hey, Name, I'm currently building a solution helping people achieve desired outcome. I'm making sure that I can guarantee that everyone who works with me will get results. And right now I'm running a case study campaign where I'm working one-on-one with people to do so by helping them for free. Do you happen to know anybody who would benefit from achieving this outcome at the moment? And the beauty of this message is that you're not asking them directly. So they're either going to refer you to someone or they're going to self-identify themselves. And the ask is a lot smoother. And then by doing that consistently, you're going to get people who are actually interested. And the way that you close them is you take them on two calls. One is a discovery call to make sure that they actually want to make a change and that they're a fit for you. And the second call is going to be a closing call where you actually close them as a client. That's when you pitch the price or you pitch the offer whenever you're taking them on as a beta client. So just to recap everything over here, right? You've got your offer, you've got your ICP, and now you're putting that ICP and that offer into practice by network reach outs, hopping on interviews, translating those interviews into paid clients or beta clients. And at the same time, you're shooting content and you're reaching out to everybody who engages, because the people who engage are your ICP, and because you're shooting ICP based content and you're reaching out to them with this message. You will get clients from this. I guarantee you, if you're consistent, you will get people in your DMs or people who translate from interviews towards paying clients. It's only a matter of time. You just need to be consistent. And then afterwards, the next step is going to be on production and proof of results collection. Now that you've got a few clients, what you want to do is you want to actually get them results. So there's a few ways you can get results. And the best is when all of these are put together in a hybrid offer. When you engage a client, you can get them to their desired result or outcome by giving them one-on-one access and time. You're selling your time, they're hopping on calls with you where you're hopping on and fixing their problems. You can also give them info, which is basically guides, resources, or courses. You can also give them daily accountability. At the end of the day, the main thing I've seen is literally holding people accountable to what they said they were going to do. That's where most people drop off. And accountability is not a crazy skill that you need to learn. Everybody has that. And lastly, you can do done for you work. So done for you work is, for example, if it was done with you, I would show, let's say it was done with you and I was teaching you how to make websites. Done with you would be, I would show you how to make it over call. Done for you would be, I would actually make the website for you. Goes without saying, right? And through these four mechanisms, you're going to get them towards their desired result. And from there, you want to collect that result and distribute it. That is an art to itself. If you know how to collect results well and put them to the world, where as many of your target ICP can see those results, that is how you're going to gain trust and start getting sales for your business. You're going to start having this effect that we walked through just a few minutes ago. Okay. And the way you do that is you can use Senya, which is a really, really good testimonial collection form. You just pop a link and it shows people exactly what to do to shoot a testimonial, and it keeps everything in the platform so that you can reuse it whenever you want to. You can use Fathom. The way I get testimonials is that I'll hop on calls with people and then my Fathom will be on, and whenever they talk about a win, it'll automatically record it. I can just go back into the transcript, clip it, and then post it on my YouTube or social media. And lastly, you've got screenshots where you've got people reaching out to you saying how much you changed their life or how many results they've gotten in terms of revenue or desired outcomes. And you're also going to screenshot that and put it into either your Instagram highlights, you're going to put it on your YouTube, and you can see over here, here's my testimonial or my Hall of Fame board with everybody who has said something good about me, and it's linked directly on my Instagram. And this way, you are not only getting results for clients, but you're distributing it across your entire ecosystem so that whenever you restart this entire process of reaching out, you now have enormous fuel to give a guarantee, position yourself as the authority, reverse risk, and to get sales for your business. This is the 4-step process that you need to take in order to propel your business forward and get something that will work long term. It's by getting proof of results. So just to recap, you want to create your offer using the I help framework in one of these 4 niches. Afterwards, you want to outline a very, very specific ideal client persona. Next, once you've outlined your ideal client persona, you want to enrich it by taking on interviews with your network, who are your ICP. From that, if anybody from those interviews is qualified to work with you and wants to work with you and would benefit from your solution, you're going to turn them into paying clients. Afterwards, you're going to go ahead and shoot some content where you pick a platform and shoot content where you solve every single one of your ICP's problems. And whoever you attract, you're going to reach out to them and also pitch to work with them using this message. And then once you get them as a paying client, you're going to use one of these 4 mechanisms to get them to their desired results. Once they get there, you're going to collect it using one of these 3 methods, distribute it on your socials, and start the process all over again. Thank you.